you're going to love her. Give it up for Linda Nicoll, everybody. Linda Nicoll.
Good evening. Hi, actually, that would be Dr. Linda Nicoll. Thank you. Some of you may already recognize me from J-Date. On J-Date, I describe myself as a 33-year-old, single Jewish physician, which should make me gold. I am the perfect son-in-law. Now, to point out the obvious, there's a problem with that, which is that I am a chick. And in order for my J-Date headline to have the same impact, I would have to describe myself as a 21-year-old, bisexual, heiress to a brewery fortune with a double-jointed vagina. Now, I can make a vagina jokes, ladies and gentlemen, because I am an OBGYN. Thank you. For those of you in the audience who've never seen a vagina, and you know who you are, that stands for obstetrician gynecologist. Some of my friends like to refer to me as a vaginacologist, but I find that term really offensive. I think of myself as a doc in a box. OBGYNs see the world a little differently than you do. You might see a pregnant woman walking down the street and think, that's so wonderful, she's gonna have a baby. Not me. I see that woman walking toward me and I think, oh God, is she contracting? Does she want me to check if she's dilated? Just lie down and take it off, honey. I can't even watch TV the way I did before I was a doctor. I see all these shows now about these big families, John and Kate plus 8. There's the Octomom, and my favorite show, which is 19 Kids and Counting. I used to feel the way that you do. I can see by your response. You don't like that show. I love that show. You want to know why? I don't care how many kids they have. I'm not raising them. I'm thinking about that woman's doctor and how he got paid for 19 deliveries. According to my calculations, that man just paid off his student loans and bought a Lamborghini. And after 19 kids, according to my calculations, he can now park his Lamborghini in that woman's vagina. Actually, in my professional opinion, that's not accurate. He would need an SUV. A Lamborghini is a sports car. It's small. It would just fall right out. Being a doctor has also ruined one of my favorite sex games. I find I can't play doctor. They used to be like a hot, fun game. Be like, hey, baby, you want to play doctor? Yeah, that sounds like a good plan. What insurance you have, baby? You got Cigna, hey? That's some good coverage. Why don't you take off all your clothes, put on this paper gown, wait for me in this cold room. I'll be back in about an hour. But baby, don't flatter yourself. I got a whole waiting room full of people I gotta see. Being a doctor has also ruined some commercials for me. I can't watch the commercial for the first response early pregnancy test. We tell you 5 days before your missed period. Who the fuck wanted to know 5 days before they missed their period? I don't know about you, but that kind of ruins periods for me. I mean, I hate them as much as you do, but they mean I don't need an abortion. Hi, Mom. All right. Maybe I'm biased. I don't want to be pregnant. Maybe you do. But why would you want to know 5 days sooner? That's 5 days that you can still drink. The commercial has this great line. It says, knowing you're pregnant the moment that it happens Science is getting close. Is it really? Do we want it that close? Do I want my iPhone to sync with my ovaries? Do I need your sperm to friend request my eggs? And if my uterus could tweet, what would it say? At womb with Wi-Fi. Did you already have plans for 9 months from now? Hashtag, I think we're fucked. Nowadays, people don't want natural child. They don't want technology. They want natural childbirth. What the hell is natural childbirth? Does that mean that you want to deliver without drugs? You don't want a C-section? Do you want to take home your placenta, make a frittata with it? Let me give you a hint about natural childbirth. It should happen outdoors. Work with me. Picture this. We're on a savanna, gold with grass. The sun shines down, warming the pregnant mother's belly, and she knows it's time. With a powerful grunt, she brings the child forth from her woman loins, severs the umbilical cord with her teeth, and licks the placenta off his smiling face. She then holds the child on high to meet his new animal friends. Ladies and gentlemen, that's not natural childbirth. That was the opening scene from The Lion King. I feel like I can talk about these things right now because I've had the joy of recently becoming an aunt for the first time. My brother and his wife had a son, so I recently attended his Bris. For those of you who are unfamiliar with the Jewish people, a Bris is a ritual circumcision. It's a surgery. Except, as opposed to the way surgery is normally done, this particular surgery is done with your entire family watching, all 3 generations, all eating bagels and lox. And I thought to myself, what if other surgeries were co-opted by the Jewish tradition? You could literally go into the hospital and have your appendix out, and leave with $36 in savings bonds from each of your grandparents. And I don't think I'm the first one to come up with this idea, because people have been combining bat mitzvahs and nose jobs for years. But me, I'm single, and as a single Jew in New York City, I've decided that to increase my chances of meeting the right one, I should broaden my horizons. So I've started dating non-Jews. And my favorite group of non-Jews to date are actually Anti-Semites. Because it makes things easier when your boyfriend knows your culture, knows your traditions, all the major holidays, Passover, Rosh Hashanah, the Macy's one-day sale. I'm not going to be there. And after you pay for my dinner and I don't put out, I don't have to apologize. Because if anybody should have seen that coming, that's also a major tradition. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much.
Linda Nicoll, give it up for Linda Nicoll!